There are moments in football when the score doesn't matter. No trophy matters. No record matters. And no victory can fill the silence left behind by someone you love. For Lionel Messi, that moment has arrived. After the death of his father, Jorge Messi, the football legend shared one of the most personal messages of his life. It wasn't about football. It wasn't about trophies. It was about a son saying goodbye to his father. Jorge Messi was far more than Lionel's father. He was there before the stadiums, before the Ballon d'Ors, before Barcelona, before Argentina, before the world knew the name Lionel Messi. He was there when his son was just a boy with an extraordinary dream. And through the years, Jorge remained one of the most important figures behind Lionel's journey. But in 2026, everything changed. Jorge's health had deteriorated, and for the first time, he couldn't be there for Messi at a major international tournament. Messi revealed that his father had repeatedly encouraged him to play at the World Cup. And even when Jorge's condition became worse, Messi held onto hope. His mother told him that Jorge might recover enough to travel. So Messi kept going. Match after match. He kept playing, hoping that somehow his father would be able to see him again. But something was missing. After every match, Messi found himself waiting for a message from his father. And when that message didn't come, the reality became impossible to ignore. His father was getting worse. Still, Messi continued. He wanted to go as far as possible. Not simply for glory, but because every extra match meant another chance for his father to see him play. Argentina reached the final, but Jorge couldn't make the journey. Messi wanted to win the trophy and bring it home to his father. He wanted to give him another unforgettable memory. But football once again showed its cruelest side. Messi admitted that his body simply couldn't give him any more. Argentina fell short. And when Messi finally returned home, there was no chance to properly share everything that had happened. The matches, the emotions, the dream, the disappointment. His father had already become too ill to enjoy it with him. And perhaps the most heartbreaking part of Messi's message was what came next. For the first time, the man who had spent his entire life playing football began questioning whether he wanted to continue. Messi said he doesn't know how to move forward without his father. Because football wasn't simply his profession. It was the life they had built together. From the earliest days of his childhood, Jorge had been there. Watching, guiding, supporting, believing. And now Messi has to imagine football without the person who was there from the very beginning. That's why this isn't simply a story about the possible end of a football career. It's a story about a son losing the person who helped him become who he is. The world knows Lionel Messi as a champion, as a record breaker, as one of the greatest footballers ever to touch a ball. But behind that legend is still a son who misses his father. A son who wanted just a little more time. A few more conversations. A few more matches. A few more memories. And maybe that's what makes Messi's farewell so powerful. Because no matter how many trophies you win, no matter how many goals you score, no matter how famous you become, there are some people you can never replace. Jorge Messi may no longer be sitting in the stands. He may no longer be sending that message after the final whistle. But everything he gave his son remains. Every lesson, every sacrifice, every dream, every moment from those early days. And perhaps the greatest tribute Lionel Messi can give his father isn't another trophy. It's simply continuing to carry his father's love with him. Because legends eventually leave the pitch. But the people who helped create those legends never truly leave. They live on in the memories, in the journey, and in the person that their child becomes. Rest in peace, Jorge Messi. And to Lionel Messi, may you find strength in everything your father gave you, because the world may remember you as one of football's greatest ever players. But to Jorge, you were always just his son, and that will always matter more than football.